So today I don't really have a topic as such, and I don't consider myself like some big scholar of politics or understanding wars and stuff. But थोड़ी बहुत अक्ल तो है कि चीज़ें दिख रही है, and I think it's important for me to tell you guys that, and of course I have that much brains to understand that certain things are not right. I mean, I hope so. Hello everyone, this is Calliope, and today I'm going to just talk about a little bit of what's going on in our country and what can be avoided in the future if at all there are any tensions again between India and Pakistan. Okay, this is my message to the media, this is my message to the present government or whoever comes, next time. The elections are very much near, and also to the people of both our countries. Like I had said, I have a lot of Pakistani viewers as well on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel. So, well, I just want to address this, okay? I could not make any other video because I felt that it is important. भले ही वो short में मैं बताऊँ, भले ही मेरे पास इतने ज़्यादा inputs नहीं होंगे, but I think it's important to talk about it. Okay, before I begin my video, let me just quickly say that please press the notification bell if you have subscribed and you have not pressed the notification bell, and even if you have not subscribed, जब भी subscribe करो, notification bell please दबाना, because a lot of times YouTube algorithm is like that कि even if you have subscribed, you might still not see my videos because you have not pressed the notification bell. So it depends on what kind of videos you watch a lot. So mostly YouTube will show you only those kind of videos more, and it doesn't matter even if you have subscribed to the channel. So just to stay updated, because I make almost 3 videos every week, or sometimes 2 if I'm tired or I can't think of anything, then yes, 2. But yeah, so there is a lot of content on my channel which you will be getting every week, so just stay updated, press the notification bell. Alright, now let's begin today's video. So as you all know that after the Pulwama attack, the emotions of people were running really high and people were angry about what happened, and everyone was like crying, war chahiye, war karo, Pakistan ko sabak sikhao, this. And well, finally the airstrike did happen, in Pakistan. So after the Pulwama attack, our Air Force did a surgical strike in Pakistan. It is called the town of Balakot in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, and it was said that India's Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale had said that it killed a large number of Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists, trainers, senior commanders, and group of jihadis who were being trained for Fidaian action, and they were all killed. Another senior government official told reporters that 300 militants had been killed. Later on Thursday, a senior defense official appeared to backtrack on the claims, and when he was asked about how much damage the warplanes had caused, he said it was too premature to provide details about casualties, but he said the Indian Armed Forces had fairly credible evidence of the damage inflicted on the camp by the airstrikes. The death toll estimates have been rubbished by Pakistan, which says the operation was a failure that saw Indian jet bombs a large empty hillside without hurting anyone. So we don't know what is the truth. Well, I hope so that the terrorists were killed, but I don't know. This is what Business Today is saying, so not sure. One of the villagers, in fact, he says that it shook everything, but no one died, only some pine trees died, they were cut down. A crow also died, so no idea. There was a religious school also which was unharmed apparently. I haven't seen any dead bodies, only a local who was hurt by something or hit by some window. He was hurt, said some Abdul Rashid. Now this happened, and after that Prime Minister was busy attending some mobile app ka kuch to event. After that he addressed his party workers at some big event. Isn't it that after such a thing happens, Prime Minister should come forward and hold a press conference addressing the whole country and talk about it? When the surgical strike happened, after that, and even now when our pilot Abhinandan was captured by Pakistani officials, our Prime Minister is not saying something. He's not even like assuring the people of the country or Abhinandan's family that we'll get him back. Nothing. In fact, at one of the events I saw, I don't know what event, what was it? हाँ, विज्ञान दिवस पर आयोजित समारोह में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने कहा कि पायलट प्रोजेक्ट हो गया, अब रियल होगा. Isn't it insensitive to say something like that? I mean, I'm sure he meant it in some other context, but pilots and armed forces and the military, people who are fighting at the border for our country, they are human beings, they are not projects. And the way he's saying things, it just, I don't know, it's too insensitive, I feel. Yes, you should give a clear message to Pakistan that you should clear out your terrorist camps, make sure you ban all these organizations who are encouraging terrorism, who are destroying, who are planning any attacks. Make sure that you get rid of them. Send this clear message, that's fine. But talking these things, I saw even at another rally where he was talking, it just, he was addressing the people and he's like, after the surgical strike, he was like, aapka mizaj aaj kuch alag lag raha hai. And also for the people, who were like celebrating as if it was some kind of wedding celebrations. Ajeeb lag raha tha. Like, it's okay. There was a sand art, which was done at one of the beaches about this wing commander, Abhinandan. That's fine. If you hold a candle march, that's fine. It's much more sober. This is not something to celebrate as if it's, some kind of birthday party or some kind of wedding celebration. I mean, people just shouting, let's go to war. It's not easy. I mean, it will, definitely, I don't think so any common man wants war, okay? It's stupid to think like that. It will definitely not be good for us economically, and of course, worry about the casualties, worry about our people who will be fighting, army men or air force people, navy. When they go to war, you're going to lose so many people, and not just them, aspas ke, I mean, you never know, there might be even our common people who might get hurt, who might be killed, and it's never good. It's never a solution. And I really applaud Pakistan's Prime Minister's Imran Khan, speech, what he said, that let's keep talking. The speech was much more mature. I mean, of course, it's important that he acts on what he says. Words are of no importance if there is no action. I mean, we all know that somehow it's all under the army and Prime Minister का कुछ चलता नहीं है वहाँ पे. But just saying that it would be so amazing if he actually stood up and put his foot down and made sure that development actually happens in Pakistan. There is so much to be done. Like, there's so much potential in both countries, and hopefully gets rid of terrorists and all those organizations which encourage terrorism, and provide employment, provide education, provide jobs. I mean, I remember that Kasab, Ajmal Kasab, who actually came and attacked CST, young fellow. People were celebrating when he died, okay? And I did not rejoice on his death because I knew about his background, and he came from a very poor family, and I'm sure he was brainwashed, and I'm sure he did it because he was promised that this much rupees, or I don't know how much money, probably 1 lakh rupees, was supposed to be given to his family. No idea if his family actually got the money. But imagine, there's so much of poverty that people are even willing to kill people. They are ready to get brainwashed and believe that this is how they are willing to do it just for the money, or they are they believe that they will be going to heaven, or whatever they are brainwashed into thinking. And mind you, for people who might come and say, oh, you don't know because your family members or your friends were not there at CST or Leopold or Taj. I have mentioned this, I think I'll mention it again. My sister and her family, as in her in-laws, were all there at CST station when the attacks happened. And yes, miraculously they were saved. They all went down. Okay, they were lying down on the ground because he had opened fire. Both the terrorists had opened fire. So yes, they were in that situation. I'm sure it must have been really scary, because when we saw the news, and I saw the news, I think, and I told my parents, and we called her, and she was in complete panic because I think in that crowd they had been separated. So my sister got separated from everyone else, and a really honest and kind, I think he was a policeman. I think he was I don't know, constable tha ya jo bhi hai. He took my sister to his mother's place or sister's place or something. I don't remember. It was somewhere near the CST, and again he brought her back, and they made contact with my brother-in-law and the others. So yeah, and people are like scared during such times ki what if something bad happens, what if that man is not trustworthy. But somehow I feel, fortunately, in my city, when things like this happen, most of the time, yes, people are very generous to help. But of course there will be assholes also. If you remember that there was a international journalist who was actually molested near the Taj Hotel when she was reporting, and I think the lights were out or something, and that time she was molested. There was like crowd surrounding the journalist there, and yeah, so bad things do happen. No one can you imagine, like, during such a time also people can actually think about doing such a thing? So yes, what was I saying? I just went off topic somehow. So yeah, I don't understand what he is doing. I mean, he's not really addressing the nation, or he's not really assuring about the soldiers. To me, it seems that he's doing a lot of these whatever events and such. He's trying to do it for the elections. That's my opinion. Well, because there are some of the other leaders also who are actually saying things which just shows like chest thumping, and using these airstrikes and these whatever is happening to gain like nation sympathy, and in turn they might get votes in the elections. That's what I feel. I mean, well, Bhakts won't agree. Another thing which happened during the course of, actually, in fact, after the Pulwama attack itself, there were a lot of fake news which was circulating, whether on social media or whether through WhatsApp. Then there were a lot of things, you know, if you go and check alt news, you'll get a lot of original, matlab, you'll get information about these fake pictures and stuff. Okay, some were like sharing pilots ka image that is actually, no, they are not the pilots who carried out airstrikes on Pakistan. Then there is a viral video which was falsely attributed to Wing Commander Abhinandan's wife. Then even in Pakistan, I'm not saying it's only happening in India, even in Pakistan, the media is so much on overdrive in both the countries that they are sharing false images. They're saying, you know, really bhadkao statements. So images of earthquake, unrelated terror attacks shared as impact of IAF airstrike in Pakistan. Unrelated picture portrayed as Wing Commander Abhinandan's mother rejoicing his release. Old video of Indian Army dancing shared as celebration after the recent airstrike. Pakistani media uses 2016 image from Jodhpur to show IAF fighter jet shot down. Pakistani media shares old pictures of plane crash in Odisha as downed IAF plane. And did a Surat-based girl carry out IAF airstrikes? No, this is fake news. This is ridiculous. Like video game clip viral as Indian Air Force attack on JEM camps. I think even I saw that probably on some news channel. So I really hope that both the countries' media acts little responsible. So I hope that you don't believe everything what you see on the news channels. And there are some news channels jo to matlab they have themselves declared कि हाँ बस war तो अभी हो ही जाएगा, war तो हो जाना चाहिए. That is such irresponsible journalism. So yeah, the opposition also was accusing Prime Minister Modi as using all this happening for the elections. Especially, they also criticized that, you know, when he interacted with over 1 crore BJP workers, volunteers from 15,000 locations across the country, and yeah, through some largest video conference. In fact, after the airstrike which happened, they were, I think the Congress, along with other opposition parties, they were saying that it was a protocol to sit with everyone and then decide something. So yeah, a lot of opposition leaders criticized Modi, you know, going about, you know, his political activities. And it was like, even Omar Abdullah said, like, PM Modi must suspend his political activities until Wing Commander Abhinandan is safely returned. It can't be business as usual with him crossing the country at taxpayers' expense, making political speeches while our pilot is a Pakistani captive. So just like we have a lot of things in common, of course, with Pakistan. We have extremists in our country as well. Okay, we have people actually discriminating people on the basis of religion. Okay, we have people trying to create rifts between two people of different religions. Okay, there are people who think that all Muslims are terrorists, which is wrong, and there are people who will shout that, you know, war karenge, ye karenge, wo karenge, who are totally extremists. And yeah, I'm not just talking about politicians, I'm talking about common people as well. You know, the same way we have people in Pakistan who are educated, who are peace loving, who really have a lot of respect for India and Indians, and who like Bollywood music, who like cricket just like us. I used to know someone from Pakistan. I used to consider him my brother, but due to certain personal differences, because of some common friend, I stopped talking to him, and because of the way he was behaving and stuff. So anyway, it had nothing to do with our internal country ka situation. Okay, so he told me a lot of things, you know, when we used to interact, about how it is over there and what is the ground reality, and you know, a little bit. He was an educated person, engineer, so जो कि यहाँ पे भी हमारे यहाँ पे, which is very common, doctors, engineers, वहाँ पे भी of course, because education is the main, you know, way to get out of poverty. Maybe some people try to get out of the country for a better future, and I don't really blame them. So what was really sweet, I would say, and it really warmed my heart, it was to see these people holding these banners, you know, of asking the government to send Wing Commander Abhinandan back. And it really warmed my heart. And I don't know if any of the other news channels showed it, but NDTV did show it, and I'm very happy that at least few people who watch NDTV were able to see. So there was like some banners which said, "We don't want war, you know, choose peace," and stuff like that. And of course the other was to send Wing Commander Abhinandan back, and really it warmed my heart. I don't know how many of us would actually do that in India, you know, and you never know, like, I'm sure if something like that happens here, we would, like, not we, at least I'm sure the media and maybe some ministers might use this to say that, oh, he is a traitor, he is some spy, or he's a terrorist, he's not supposed to be here, you know, something like that. And I'm sure the people might be also like, you know, kill him or don't send him back, stuff like that. So I hope so it doesn't happen like that. I hope so people understand that the common people on both sides don't want war and don't want war-like situation. And yes, but apparently after the airstrike also, the Pakistani army was actually continuously, you know, firing at the border. So I don't know what it wants. Like, seriously, I think it was all about the ego, probably. Ki, how dare they come, you know, let us just show. So the PM is saying something and the army says something. That's always probably gonna be the case unless the PM really shows who's the boss. I don't know if he is, by the time this video would be out, Wing Commander Abhinandan would be back, so yay to that. But just I don't know what made me like make this video. I just wanted to address that. Please don't share fake messages on social media. Don't share on WhatsApp. Use your brains, and don't vote on emotions. Vote by using your brains also. Like, सोचो कि क्या हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है, and yeah, I just hope that the politicization of these attacks don't continue, and I hope finally our PM actually addresses directly to you know, a press conference at least abhi ho jaye, and addresses the people of the country. And there are a lot of people who are actually criticizing him. I think that even the ones who are supporters of him, there are a lot of people who are criticizing him and the way he's behaving, and it's I don't know. not all bugs, but yeah. So I hope I made sense. I know it was really a hodgepodge because I had not really written, but I was watching a lot of news and reading articles and other videos I was like seeing, and you know, I thought I should make a video about this. So yeah, here it is. These were like just my thoughts, and actually if it makes sense, like, please give it a thumbs up, and please comment below and let me know what are your thoughts about it. Please share this video with your friends, and please subscribe if you're liking my channel, my videos. Thank you to all my subscribers, and if you want to check out my last video, it's somewhere here. Until next time, it's goodbye from me. Take care.